here behind the desk. Still from DreamHack Winter 2023. It's been a great show so far. We're a little bit slow for the burn to kick things off, but man, if these games have not been absolutely fantastic. Before we jump on, of course, I'm just going to very quickly make sure that we take the time to thank our sponsors, the city of DreamHack, the municipality of Jönköping, and the region of Jönköping, where all of this takes place. So if you guys are in the area, come on down and maybe you'll find something enjoyable, because there's a lot going on here this weekend. And not only do we have all of these games going on here on this stage, but there's a ton of activities, make new friends, a lot of things. That being said, I'm here with my mates, Pidda and Sleeper, and we had an absolutely insane game one, if I can say so myself.
You can say that. That's fine, Tenchi. No, it's a game where we both were like, it was back and forth, they were even, then one team took 2,000 in lead and then the other one. But mid laners were so important last game.
They were like the big ones, I would say.
Yeah.
But one thing that I kind of got this feeling watching this game and looking back over that first game in the other semi-final as well, is that these guys are playing right now for 5,000 euros, 50,000 SEK. It feels like they're playing for a lot more, judging by like how focused and like how intense some of these games have been.
I mean, you cannot expect more from a game than what we got from the last game. That is peak performance from both teams. That is something that you almost never see between two teams, just peaking against each other. And I'm so grateful that I got to cast that.
It was a really sick game. I was nearly a little bit envious. I was like, man, because there were just like so many good moments that you could start breaking down. And of course, like I'm a huge Azir fan.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna say it. I've been an Azir fan before Worlds, by the way, guys, probably for like 2 years. And do you know what? Like when I play myself, because I'm a mid laner a lot, besides my little stint with support lately, all of my friends are like, please don't pick Azir.
This is one of those, like Yasuo.
Yeah.
They're like, please don't pick it. It's fine, it's a coin flip. Either I carry you or you're into you.
Guys, just wait for that my 0-10 power spike. There was none, and we'll see if that's going to come to pass here. But we have another game coming up shortly. The guys are getting ready again, and I think we can kind of take this opportunity to delve into a little bit of what we saw now for that previous game, while we're waiting for these guys to jump into the draft. So to give you guys a little bit of a reminder, in that top lane, we had Rumble versus Sion, and very early on, we saw Kira take a fairly good lead.
I mean, that champion is just insane. We know that Rumble is one of the strongest laners in the whole game because he's just insane with that kit, but that Sion can take so much damage, and the wave clear is just insane. He can just walk up, clear one wave, then he can stand, wait in the bush, nothing is going on. You can't punish him because he already cleared the minions, and he can just keep doing that all the time. So the Sion was a genius pick from the side of KFF.
And one thing as well that really stood out to me was, you guys talked about this already, like the strength in Rakan and Xayah together. We saw that come into play so many times because time and time again, Ran on Vi, he wanted to dive in and wanted to get to that backline, but then Rakan is there. It just makes it absolutely impossible.
It sure is. It's a knock-up from Rakan. Heal 2 shields. Xayah has her ultimate that dodged everything. It's so much that's in protective for the AD carry.
And also so clutch coming out from Calm. Buying that redemption in that dragon fight saved the day. Just showing us how easy it is to carry a fight, carry a team by using one single item.
And look at that, immediate adjustment from that first game. Syndra goes immediately.
But now they have to choose between J4 and Orianna for the last ban here in Huttis Gaming. And they get the Xayah, so Orianna is still open here. And they have the first pick here. But Orianna is gone.
Yeah, they don't want Huttis to get the Orianna pick here. Though interesting what they're gonna take with their first pick. There's so many choices for them on all different lanes, but Azir is the one that gets locked in.
This would be the curveball now where Atmo takes that top.
Yeah,
true.
Honestly, that could work.
Where he just first picks Azir top.
It's a good flex pick.
It is a good flex pick, but again, it does look as if KTH are going to be able to lock in that Rakan.
Yeah, Xayah got banned here, so might want to go for the jungle champion here. Udyr once again for Laffe would be a good option for them. Otherwise, top lane is Renekton, Camille, Jax. Oh, Sari? Are we gonna... Oh, Omniscient's gonna go for one of his tricks. It's really good with the champion, but the champion is really weak in the early game.
But I understand they want to remove the Xayah. He survived so many times with that ultimate. I would be so provoked as his enemy. Like, you get so close every time, but you can't kill him. So you remove it, but Zeri, he's so good with Zeri.
Yeah, I think that was something that we saw throughout the group stage, actually, in one of the games that they absolutely dominated in. But as it stands, like, Rakan, Zeri, that's still a fairly good composition in terms of how they complement each other, right? Because you have a decent mobility between both of them. And then obviously Zeri does insane damage as he scales into the late game. But for the bot lane here out of Hootis for the Finnish side, looks as if it is going to be Varus and Nautilus. And Nautilus was one of those picks that we have seen, like, these teams have kind of fought over that, but he's been banned a lot of these games.
Yeah, but now he's open and Hood is going to pick them up. It's so much CC from their bot side as well. Varus got his ultimate with the slow coming out. Nautilus, you know what Nautilus can do.
No way! Okay, we get the ASOL.
Yo, let's go!
That's interesting. That's really interesting. Considering how Edo performed in the last game, this could be devastating for Hootis Gaming. But they have the opportunity to lock him down perfectly because the Nautilus ult is so easy to hit. It's on hit effect. You can just press that. So he has to get a Sonya's Hourglass really early so he doesn't get pointed out in the mass.
Well, I'm just glad to see Aurelion Sol because I am a little bit of a Sol enjoyer, as you guys know. So
Yes.
I'm happy to see it. I was a little bit sad we didn't get to see Fruity Fresh play Aurelion Sol in the bot lane just yet. So there's still hope. There's still time.
Yeah, there's still time. But we got to see his 6 though. That was kind of spicy.
That was super spicy. How spicy? Leandries. Vi and Jarvan being removed here, though. With what we have here, like when you have Sol, removing Vi, I think, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, for sure it does. Sol has a lot of damage, but takes a lot of damage if someone catches him, and Vi is one of those champions who's like, right-click, I got you.
Lee Sin actually getting banned out here. That's very interesting. Considering he was not picked or banned last game, maybe this is something they have thought about a lot.
I mean, it is one of Ron's top picks. I think Silas and Viego are going to be the priority over that, but it's still an option. So I guess they're just playing it safe in that regard.
Yeah.
And it will be a good pick here, getting a lot of movement in, damage coming out, could use his ultimate to kick Zeri back to his own team.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I buy the Lee ban.
He's also very good at controlling Sol, because because Lee can get in easily, take Sol out, he can interrupt the flight. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do.
And also, they do not want to lose early. They need to go late in this game with ASOL and Zeri, and Lee Sin is probably the best early game jungler in the game.
To, like, punish that. Okay, interesting.
But yeah, we got the Kha'Zix coming in here, and Viego, we talked with them before, you mentioned it. Lee Sin and Viego is a comfort pick coming out here from their jungler Ron. And an Ornn on the top side.
Not Yuumi, not Bard. Please,
Why?
Stop. Stop.
I know you guys can hear me, stop it.
Yeah, that's not okay. No.
You already got your support, but yeah, they know that we love to see Yuumi and Bard, so that's just how they're gonna spend their time.
Please stop, Calm. Please. You're hurting me.
But a Camille.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Such an easy lane to gank. Laffe will have a good time in the top lane, even though Atmo is very, very tanky. He does not have the same wave clear that the Sion has. So he will struggle a bit more than what Kiri did last game.
Boys, so with this concluded, though, we compare this to what we had in the draft for the previous game. There are a couple of similarities. The adjustment here, though, from Hootis, which is the biggest one, is the removal of that Syndra and Xayah ban. And then in response to what we have here now out of KTH, they still, well, I think you said it, Sleeper, they still have that super heavy late game angle that they can lean into with Aurelion Sol and Zeri. Hootis on the opposite side, Varus, Nautilus, very solid bot lane. You have Viego as well, and I know that there was a lot of conversations about that, like he's a very powerful pick in the current meta. So what do you guys feel like in terms of what we have here for both sides? Hootis Gaming, starting with you, Peter.
I would say Hootis Gaming has an easier comp to execute. They have tanks, they have AP, they have AD. KFF, it's a lot of movement, it's a lot of damage, and scaling champions coming out from Camille, Sol, and Seri, so early game could be a problem for them.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm looking at this as well, Sleeper, and just right off the bat, Hootis does have the 2 tanks, like that will get extremely durable, like the later the game goes on. They're like, yeah, sure, you can build Rakan, Camille can be kind of chunky at times, but they're not going to measure up in the same way in the late game, right?
Yeah, but because they have such a AoE-based team, both Seri and Azol can do damage in a huge area all the time. So it doesn't matter if you have a tank in front, because they can still damage the entire team and get in the backline.
Well, well, game number 2 here, guys, between Hootis Gaming, hailing from Finland, the city of Tampere. Did you know that it is actually the 3rd largest, or it is the largest inland city in all of the Nordic countries?
I did actually not know that.
It's pretty cool, right? And they're facing off against the boys from the capital here in Sweden, from Stockholm, my hometown. It is KTH Fritt Fall, and let's see how far they will fall. It is going to be the 2nd game of these semifinals. Gentlemen, at your leisure.
Semi-final, game 2, Hootis Gaming to the left and KFF to the right. And we actually saw Edo flashing because they invested every member in their team in Hootis to hook towards him. And now, no flash available for an early gank.
With that, I think we're going to see an early gank.
Yeah, probably.
That's just how it works. If someone uses their flash, you're going to gank that lane as soon as possible.
Well, hopefully he will let Massivinen push so that he has constant prio, so it's very difficult for Ron to get into that lane. But that's not always something you can decide. So they will try to track him. They have a ward on Raptors, sort of on Raptors, to protect him from an early gank, but not enough vision. Oh. Some trading in bot lane, going in on Calm. Gonna be taken down to 60% HP.
That's a lot of damage coming out already for them. We talked a little bit of team comps before. We have a front line on Hootis Gaming. The problem is in the KFF, there's so much movement speed, so many is trying to do the blind side. So what way is the front for them?
I think Calm will have to frontline with CC, and Kirei has to frontline as well with CC. They don't have the frontline. They don't want to play front to back. Edo can zone off a lane. Omniscient can stay alive together with Calm, and then Kirei and Laffy can look for solo picks, while they can use the empowered ultimate from Edo to just zone everyone out.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And what I meant was Hootis Gaming. How will they decide which way for them that they need to send their frontlining when they're getting attacked from all different directions?
Yeah, they just need to all in. They have the Ornn ulti, combine it with Massivinen. We know he can ult. We know he has the potential to find these angles. And you also have Tiara and Acitor who has pick potential. So a lot of pick potential, but you need to find the right kill, because otherwise KFF, they are coming for you.
They sure are, and they won the first game. That gives them a little momentum here, go in 1-0. We're looking for that 2-0 to finish out this series. Hootis Gaming will not give it up that easy though.
Both junglers on either side of the map. They're gonna trade scuttles. Nothing too much, too aggressive. We talked about Edo not having his flash up, and if they want to create something, it would be right now, but it looks like Ron has to reset because Prio is in favor of Massivinen, and that means that Edo is safe.
Yeah, I think both mid laners here, Edo and Massivinen, gotta play a little bit more passive after showing off last game. They already brought a lot of attention to themselves, so now in the early game, just farm, stack, get into that late game and do those big plays that you did last in the game.
Ron now walking on a ward. Little did he know, Kiri can get out, one of the most mobile champions in the game. Tiara stepping up, actually looking for the hook, getting it on Omniscient.
Good flash.
And it's actually a good flash, but now Laffy is coming from the side. Tiara shouldn't have a way to get out of this. Has the flash. Acitor, no flash, no heal. And that's all summoners from the side of Hootis Gaming bot lane. Nothing available right now.
Omniscient used both of the summoner spells as well.
Oh, look at the damage from Atmo. Is that Ornn or is that an assassin? It's hard to tell sometimes.
It's an assassin, in my book.
Yeah. He might look for the solo kill here. Can he get this?
Yes.
Oh my god! That's disgusting.
Oh, you can't disrespect the passive on the Ornn at all. It's so much damage, especially now in the early game, and we just got a little taste of it.
Oh, double TP next to each other. That's beautiful. Fun to see the synergy. But Kirei, not happy right now. Not at all.
I think he should just play a bit more passive. That's his play style when he play Camille. We usually see laning phase might not go in his favor, but as soon as he wants to be forgotten on top lane from the enemy. He doesn't want anyone to think about him, so he could just come in from the blind side, pick up 1 or 2 kills, and start snowballing from there.
We talked about KFF. Wanted to go for the late game. That means you want to pick up the first Drake, delay the game with 5 minutes, so that it takes another 5 minutes for the enemy team to possibly pick up a soul. Very, very important here. And we will see how much resources they are ready to invest to get that first dragon, being an Ocean Drake.
It's a good Drake for them, no matter what team takes it. The solo lanes on top side would need that extra heal coming out just for the survivability. Mid lane, as we said before, they just want to farm, come to the late game. They're also going to benefit from this. Maybe not the best dragon, but for sure one of the better ones.
Atmu still having a good time up there. If we look at the farm, it's very, very even. The only thing that differs is that amazing solo bolo kill, investing his flash and getting ahead. Right now, it's exactly neutral in mid lane. Do you see that? It was 0 gold for like a couple of seconds. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're just farming on. It's 57 against 54 in farm, as you can see down here. So very close, not really letting anyone pull away from them. Top side, same.
Good hook there on Omniscient, but he can jump over the wall, and Calm can also jump away.
And then jump after him.
Yeah.
So bot lane, I like the combos they have put together, especially the Seri one. I'm always weak for Seri. I play that champion so much, but I also know it's a nerfed champion to the ground and only works if you have a full team and you're planning to play for late game.
We actually see that they make a team decision to let the first dragon go, and that means that Ido will push mid and maybe try to get a plating or just deny as much as possible, making it difficult for Massive to get back to lane. He has to jump in. And he gets the candy though. So well played to Huttis.
Not losing that 5% chance of winning the game.
If you ask the God Faker, that is your odds if you lose
the
Superman.
cannon.
Yeah, cannon.
Cannon. Super Minion would be pretty strong to have after just a few minutes in game. But the minimap, if we're looking at it, now the junglers have some camps to pick up, so might not see any ganks for a while. At the same time, we can see Tayara is trying to get a gank into mid lane. Ido, already under his tower, knows there's a gank on its way and just gonna play it passive.
And Hut is doing exactly what they need to do. We said that they need to go to late game in KFF to have the best possible odds. They picked up the first dragon in Huttis, and now it looks like an uncontested herald. But they will die bot here. That's a lot of damage, Astor. I don't know if you can survive this. Calm is staying alive. Atmu, you have to aim. Oh, the flash!
Oh,
can he stay alive
Will
here?
the camps attack him?
Maybe he could execute. Okay, Kirei. No, Lafe coming from the side, finding
Ido
Tiara.
as well.
Ido doing a lot of damage. They are chasing a support, but maybe that's the dumb thing to do. A lot of CC. Calm coming in from the side, securing the kill. Ido has to get out, does that as well. Calm is so calm. Run coming in from the side, actually securing that kill.
Ido has no mana though.
Yeah, no mana available. If he possibly could find these kills, that would be one of the biggest plays of this game. Ido running around, doing what he can. Omniscient cannot do anything because Atmo found him bot side. And that's another kill picked up for the Diego.
It started so good for KFF. Getting that dive, gets one kill. Calm is getting away. Ido is coming with Luffe, picking up one more kill. But after that, I realized, wait, we have no mana. With 3 people in our enemy's jungle, and they all die.
Yeah, close fight. Well played to both teams. But a slight better edge here to the side of Huttis Gaming. Once again, showing exactly how much they need this game to force game 3.
But now Just looking a little bit over the map here, no items coming out yet. We're almost 10 minutes into the game, and we said before, Hotties picked up that first dragon. Might be calm for a little while. All of a sudden, they were all fighting everywhere. We got 4 kills, and we just had a 2-2. So we're gonna watch this dive happen again. Calm and Omniscient is playing this so well. There ain't much to say. The CC coming out with the ultimate, and Calm getting away with like 40 HP using his flash to dodge this Ornn ultimate. Could have gone for security and just go B here, but Luffe is there, Edo is coming in as well, and they're gonna find 1 kill with them. Calm coming in again with the CC, that secures the kill. But now Edo has no mana, and Calm, well, he has no HP. The flash coming out from Ron is an easy pick for him, and as soon as you see, alright, Edo has no mana, there's no way that he's getting away from me.
Alright, did his best to try to get out here, but it's just too good of a play coming from Ron. He had a bit of a struggle in game 1, but now he's showing us his true colors. Just popping off on that Viego, and he's gonna be really, really scary here in the early and mid game.
I think KFF is just gonna play for the mid-late game. We have a Camille on the top side that's gonna be one of the tank destroyers. We have Seri that's gonna run around and do so much damage late game with Edo on the Railing Soul. So they have a big potential of just fighting for late game. But if they're gonna continue like this to give away kills, give away dragons over to Hotties Gaming, I don't see any way for them to come to the late game.
Okay, they're looking for Luffe, using the ultimate from Tiara. No change CC is
Calm.
hitting, and Calm with the triple knockup. Now Edo investing his ultimate. He wants to do damage to Tiara, and he will. That's the first kill secured. Omniscient looking for the slow and massive, and then getting that. Look at that scary dragon just running them down. And KFF picking up 2 kills.
They play that so well, and all of a sudden it's 4 and 4 in the kills. Hotties a little bit greedy there. Easy to do that when you just got 2 kills. You get a little bit greedy, but this time they were in the KFF jungle and they lost it.
I mean, Calm with that triple knockup, putting them in such a comfortable situation. So easy to pick them out one by one. They have to invest summoner spells, ultimates, just to get out alive. And they still get 2 members of Huttis Gaming.
If we look over to KFF, almost everyone has a kill except Kira on the top side. Hottis Gaming only got kills on 3 of their players. Viego though, Ron in the jungle got 2 of them, and we're just gonna see this replay. It's so much jumping around. Calm saves the whole situation here. 3-man ultimate, 3-man knockup, Omniscient, a lot of damage jumping over the walls. And it's just, there's nothing for them to do from Hottis. They already used all of their spells. They realized we're caught, there's nothing we can do.
Well played indeed, KFF. Huttis actually releasing that Herald in mid lane, picking up some plates. But this dragon would be really, really good for KFF to slow down the game and get to that late game that we've been talking about a lot. The key moment for KFF.
So right now the gold is even the kills as well. So the dragon that's coming up, that is up right now, is the biggest focus here and will be one of the game changers once they move into the later stages of the game, when gold and kills doesn't really matter. Everyone's full build. That's it, when the objective shines the most.
Oh, Ron is just gonna run straight into this bush. Calm is ready, hitting that charm. He has a stopwatch though. Ron has to flash. Will it be enough? That's an empowered ultimate coming out from Edo. They should be able to close this out. Calm, a bit cocky. He is not the player to close this kill out. And now they're in a bad situation. Omniscient and Kira coming from behind, but Edo will be dead before they can arrive. Calm
needs help
trying to get out. That will probably not happen here. He can stall some time, but a bit overcommitment here from KFF, and a double kill coming up for Acitor.
It feels like they're just passing 2 kills back and forth once again. This is we've seen this exact play. This is the 3rd time we're watching it. Ron is playing this really well though, with the stopwatch into the flash and his ultimate getting away. Atmo saving him. If Atmo was not there, he would go down. And now KFF going way too deep, and they're gonna lose 2 players without get anything. Calm is gonna be left behind. And yeah, it's a 1v4 as a support. You're not going to get away from that.
I mean, that stopwatch was that entire fight. If they got that pick, if Ron just died, they wouldn't have to overcommit there. They even invested the TP from Kirei. so much resources just to secure one kill. I think they regret that a lot right now in KFF.
I think they would just be happy with the stopwatch, the flash, and then the ult coming out from Ron. That's where you should be happy. You know, you got everything he has with the cooldown. You could just go for the fight a little bit later.
Just to show how aggressive Calm actually is, majority of the pings on the map is to make him go back. They're trying to make him calm down, be more passive, because Calm is in enemy jungle 90% of the time. He's not playing on his own side. He's not playing around his ADC. He's trying to get deep vision. He wants information.
He wants to fight.
He wants to fight.
We said it before when we casted KFF that very good team. Calm has made some amazing plays, but he usually int after he done one good play.
Look at Acitor flying around in the jungle using double blasting cones, empowered blasting cones, to fly across all bot side jungle. That's a fast way to travel.
There's so many ways for them to get around now, and Aurelion Sol is the most comfortable champion if you want to move around the map really quickly.
Yeah, this will be really easy for him. It's just free hitting a turret. There's actually, Must even wants to go down there, but it's taking a bit long. That turret is almost dead.
Yeah, he's having some respect for KFF that they have someone in their own jungle. Calm was there, but didn't find him and found a secure path down to bot. But that's a little bit too late. Edo is going to get this tower with him.
That's a lot of respect for Edo right now. He's been alone in bot lane for almost a minute, uncontested, taking a turret. They're doing something right in KFF.
They sure are, and it's exactly even in gold, so we're just going to leave it at that. The fight is on between these two teams, and the middle tower is a target right now for Hoodies.
Herald Dash getting off in the mid lane.
Can they save the tower?
Not getting the turret. Is that alive? Is that like 1 HP? That's pretty cool.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, I respect that.
So, no, 19.
Thank you, Joe.
This is where I int my own games. I flash to get that last hit.
Don't, please.
All right, we have 2 dragons, 2 hotties. There's 3 minutes until we have a Baron and 2 minutes for the next Drake. If they manage to get the Drake, they are on the soul point, and that's not where you want your enemy to be for the KFF.
Yeah. Next objective coming up. Dragon 155, Baron 233. 2 dragons right now in the favor of Huttis. So KFF, they definitely want their first dragon of the game, putting themselves in a good seat. And it looks like we have some technical issues here, and it should be paused. And that is exactly what's gonna happen. We actually saw Atmo's reaction there, and that looked very genuine.
Yeah, a little disconnection happening here.
A
reconnection.
He's back.
Might have just been a little small problem.
We're waiting for a notification here to know exactly what's going on here.
It's some technical issues, what we heard so far. What exactly it is, no clue. But we can see that there's people out there working to fix it.
Yeah, we have a lot of staff working on this production. A lot of wonderful people. And they're going to do their best to get this started as soon as possible again. But right now, all we know is that top laner Atmo for Huttis Gaming is having some technical issues here. You can see him at the bottom of the right on the screen. Struggling.
Yes.
Yes.
But you can see everyone there, and they're already working on it. Big shout outs to every admin and everyone else that's working in the production, fixing all of these things so we can keep the tournament going.
I mean, I know nothing about computers whatsoever, so I'm really happy it's not me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just a caster.
When someone calls you and asks, how do I mute myself?
Yeah, I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. But a really entertaining game so far, and we talked about late game many times, but that is the winning factor for KTFF, and they are winning with every minute, so very important for Huttis to actually find these fights and get an advantage, try to snowball and close this game as soon as possible. Doing it right now because they have 2 dragons, and I think they actually took both heralds as well.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this big team fight where we can see all 10 players fighting together. Well, not together, against each other. 5 against 5, you know, not the same team. Because so far we only seen 4 versus 3 in the wrong side of the jungle, and it's 2 kills going back and forth between these games. Sure, we're moving forward into the game, but to have big team comps, to have big fight, Hoodies has gone for big AoE, big damage from their ultimates. Meanwhile, KFF, well, they want to have these easy picks, they're going to do scrimmages, but no team really got what they want with the comp they have.
For you guys just joining the stream or just joining the stage, this is the second semifinal of the day between KTHFF, a Swedish university in Stockholm, versus Tampere University, Finland. And right now it's 1-0 to KTHFF. And the winning team will face off against Tampere University in the finals, who went 2-0 against Leo esports earlier today.
Yes, either we're going to have Finland versus Finland in the finals or Finland versus Sweden. But first we have one more semi to cast or play, and this is the second in the best of 3.
We see Atmo getting a little bit late to lane because his champion started running towards the base when he disconnected. So we hope it doesn't affect the game too much. But run now together with Tiara, looking for Kirei. He has flash, he has dash.
Fully commitment.
But he needs to be perfect,
so
and
much.
he is not. He cannot move for at least 2 seconds. And that's all it takes for Huttis to find a kill topside.
And it's so rough to be ganked like that. It's just 3 ultimates. You can't do anything. Ornulti knocks you up as soon as you hit ground and it's not stunned anymore. Yeah, the Nautilus ult.
Massive actually missing that ulti because Calm uses his flash. No, Omniscient uses his flash immediately.
The re-engage.
Looking for the CC now, doing a lot of damage. Edo coming from the side. That ulti will hit Massive and it should be enough to secure both kills. They have to sacrifice Omniscient, but they pick up Massive and Tiara. And we can see Dragon spawning in 25 seconds. And they have the numbers to take it.
So 2 for 1 in that fight. And right now 2-0 in Dragons for Hotties Gaming. The third rake is going to go up now in 10 seconds, but KFF should be first at Dragon.
Yeah, this should be uncontested. They have Ron, but I think it will take a little bit too much time. They could just secure mid turret. It has 19 HP, like we said before.
Yeah, the pings are coming out from blue side. Just go for mid tower. TP is coming out on top as well. But first we're gonna see a little replay, and Omniscient together with Edo here gonna do so much damage. Look, it's just gonna get deleted. Boom, 1 kill, picking up the 2nd kill, but Omniscient's gonna take all the damage coming out from Hottis straight to the face.
Yeah, actually Acitor in that fight being so calm, hitting his ultimate, waiting to the last second, and then pressing his Q to secure that kill. It actually looked like Omniscient was gonna survive that, but because Acitor being so calm in that situation actually gets that kill.
Yeah, so we trade the Drake going over to KFF. Meanwhile, Hotties Gaming is going to pick up 2 towers and open up the map in their own favor. What would you prefer to have?
In this game, I would prefer the Dragon because they want to play for the late game. So 2 turrets doesn't really matter. Like, you can get turrets later, but that Dragon, that slows down the game with 5 minutes. And 5 minutes for KFF is insane. Okay, looking for Omniscient now. Actually getting knocked up inside of the wall, and that should be enough. They actually invested 3 ultimates to kill Omniscient. Calm needs to get out here, and they could potentially win the fight.
They got a turn
ultimate here from Edo, doing a lot of damage on Atmo, but it's not going to be enough. Ron is alive somehow.
Yeah, but that's a pick for them on Omniscient and Atmo. Great ultimate there, stopping him while he's jumping over the wall. And with that pick, they should be able to take control over the Baron.
Gold lead still KFF, even though the kills right now advantage Huttis Gaming, but they're going for Baron. 9k, Laffe is available, and they're really low in Huttis. They have to run out.
Yeah, they have to leave that Baron. You don't want to give it away, and there we see the replay. Just beautiful from Adam, stopping this area from jumping over the wall, and with that, they get an easy pick with them.
I mean, Ron surviving that is insane. He has to use his ultimate, and then he has to go into unstoppable mode just to be able to get out of that. But surviving that is really clutch for this gaming.
Yeah, let's see what they can do with that. The gold is still even. The Dragons are just 2-1. But the scaling, I would like to say, goes for KFF. But is it enough, though?
I think it is. Unless Masivinen and Atmo can hit perfect ultimates during the whole course of the game, every minute should be an advantage to KFF. But they're gonna have to struggle with the fact that Masivinen has shown us that he is clutch enough to find these angles, to find these flanks, and that's something you need to respect every second of the game.
KFF should just not round it down mid, but focus the mid tower to open up the map. They already got T1 tower on top and bottom. If they get mid lane as well, it's such a big part of the map that opens up for them that they can take control of. Because right now, Huddy's Gaming is the team that has most control on the map.
I'm actually going to see the contrary. It's not to be mean to you or anything, but I like that they're not forcing anything. They're just like, okay, Huttis, do something and we'll counter it. You can do whatever you want. We don't want to play this fast. Just give us waves and we'll just play this as slow as possible. We don't care what you're doing. We're just going to catch the waves and scale.
Yeah, because there's going to be so much focus around the Baron and mid. The Drake is 1.5 minutes and could be potential soul point for Huddy's Gaming as well. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. We're already spawned for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, Flash on Tiara was available. Could have gone for Luffa there, but they don't have enough vision in topside jungle. So had to respect KFF.
KFF needs to be respected for sure, and now it's only 1 minute for the Dragon to spawn. The decision making from both of these teams are so important right now. What is the focus for it? Do we need this Baron or do we need a Drake?
Right now, Baron is priority for both teams. None of them are on soul points, so they can't really gamble that. And a Baron can always mean an inhib, and an inhib could always mean game. So has to respect this neutral objective, the strongest objective in the game, except for the Elder Drake. And Dragon is spawning in 30 seconds, so let's not make any big rational decisions now in the last seconds before the Dragon.
Yeah, and rotation is going to come out here from Edo, going to move down, bit on the top side. I like that from KFF. They're not forcing it mid lane. They're not forcing a Baron. They're sending on the side lanes, get that farm, come back for Dragon.
Oh, he's going to get perma CCs. Become is actually doing that perfectly. That ulti from Edo should be enough to get in. Omniscient, very, very deep. He's ADC. I think he's forgetting that, but it's still a lot of damage coming out from the side of KFF. Lafe will not get out, but Edo is just bursting everyone down. Getting 2 kills, but it's not enough. That's 4 kills advantage. Huttis.
It looked so good for KFF, but Omniscient, as you mentioned, AD carry just jumped straight into the enemies, got one shot, and then all of a sudden Huddy's changed this team fight to their own favor, and now Baron is the next one that's gonna go down for them.
Yeah, they're gonna get Baron, but Dragon will be contested because of death timers.
Kiri is close.
I don't think he can steal that.
Yeah, if we just look here on the replay,
look at
Omniscient straight in versus 4. There's no way. If Omniscient didn't jump over there and died, it would be their team fight. But the one mistake could change the whole team fight, and that's just what we saw.
Yeah, it's not often we see Omniscient make mistakes, but when we do, they're huge.
They for sure are. But this misplay for them doesn't end the game. They haven't lost the game because of it. They still have all the potentials to take this game home. As we said before, the later they get into the game, the stronger they get. But now 2-2 in Dragon, so they're gonna stall it a little bit more.
That's actually perfect. Like, you don't want to lose Baron. That's horrible. And the fight, not good. But they get the Dragon. At least that's something. I actually thought they were going to lose both objectives, so that's a win for KFF. But right now, Huttis is just playing the game better.
Yeah, they are. There ain't much more to say. They're playing on the mistakes that KFF is delivering to them all the time. But at the same time, KFF needs to play aggressive to stay even in this game. If they don't play aggressive as they do right now, Huddy's Gaming is just going to run them down slowly but sure.
2 members hiding bot side. Edo and Laffe. We see Edo having the empowered ultimate ready for next fight. That could be catastrophical for Huttis. They need to be very, very smart now. Laffe out of position.
Oh, that's close.
They can see Laffe right now, but Kira is pushing topside.
Asitor misses ultimate as well. Could have been an easy kill for them otherwise on Edo.
Oh.
But the 1v1 fight.
Yeah, Ron wants this kill a lot. Jungle versus jungle, but empower minions by the Baron buff. 1v1. Laffe missing the jump. He's missing the jump.
And now Huddy's Gaming is starting to pull away from KFF. If we look at the gold, 3,000 gold lead, which is not much if we look at the kills, who's 14-8.
Many individual mistakes right now from KFF. Not something we've seen a lot
Plenty of them. And it's not the same person who does it. They always swap it up who's gonna do the mistake. But then in the end, it's gonna cost them the game if they continue to do it.
Yeah, Edo keeps scaling though. One of the people that has made no mistakes so far.
Yeah, they need to play around him, wait for Omniscient to get into the game as well. The negative for them, as we talked about in the Sham Select, they don't really have any frontline. The frontline they have is just the engage from Kira and Calm, and that's in a form of CC, not tankiness.
Yeah, if Edo gets a little bit stronger, he has Rabadons now. 2 stacks on his Dark Seal. Empowered ultimate should leave somebody vulnerable enough for Laffe to get in, secure that kill immediately, and then just keep resetting his jump and getting those kills.
But we can see Calm just laughing and smiling on the camera, so they haven't given up on this game yet.
I don't think they know how to FF, like their name. They don't know how to give up.
No, not yet, but right now, Huddy's Gaming, you can really feel that they're looking for something so they can finish the game. Whatever that comes in, if it's a Baron, it's a Soul, kills, anything they could get their hands on, they're trying to get right now.
Yeah, Calm once again, really deep into the enemy bot side. Doesn't really care. Next objective will be Dragon in 140. Third potential Chemtech Drake here for KFF. And also third potential Drake for Huttis Gaming.
And now they're gonna move up on the top side, trying to push in red side as much as possible. And they're gonna get the 1 tower with them. And if we look at the towers, it's 6-3 in towers. And KFF is the team that's slacking a little bit here.
Yeah, that Baron makes it so easy to pick up turrets. Laffe and Calm stepping up. And we see Atmo bot lane has TP available. So he could join the team in case it would go sideways.
Yeah, they have to chill a little bit. And as you say, if we have a TP up on the mid laners or top laners, just send them to the side lane. Let them do their thing. They're gonna join the fight. But the rest of the team has to be ready. That it's gonna take a few seconds before they come and not do any way too stupid.
I mean, these moments of the game, when nothing is happening, as a viewer, you might be like, oh, this is not very fun. But if you're cheering for KFF, every second is a win. Like, that the game is this slow, that's just their playstyle. They want it to be this slow. Yes, Dragon is spawning, and they're first in River, but there has actually been a reset from Huttis Gaming, so they should have a slight advantage on this objective. Edo is not level 16 either, whilst Massivinen is. Oh, he actually hit 16 when I said that.
But there's no ulti from him.
Yeah, they're gonna invest a lot of CC now, a lot of damage coming out, but it's on the wrong member. Calm is dead. Now Kira together with Edo trying to do as much damage as possible, but Kira getting caught off guard. Massivinen is actually going down really, really low. Can you do anything? No, you cannot. That's an easy kill for Ron. On Omniscient, Edo and Laffe have to get out.
This Ron is just so strong right now and took over Camille's body, used that one-shot Omniscient with it. So 3 kills for 1 favor of Huddy's Gaming. KFF's gonna get 1 tower with them. It's a bad trade anyways.
I mean, Huttis is just better at teamfighting right now. They are so dominant. They don't even look like they're stressing. Look, Massivinen even missed his ultimate and they still won the fight.
Yeah, here Calm's going in to stop Adam to hit his ultimate. But Omniscient is just way too close. I get it, you have to be close as Seri. But here, Ron is gonna take Camille's body, jump over the wall, and one-shot him, and poof, and he's gone. And all of a sudden, KFF has to run for their life. I don't really know how they're gonna take fights, but I have a feeling that 5v5 is not the way for them this game. Not yet, at least.
They need to scale more. But trading like that, not getting the objective, that's dangerous. Oh, Luffe getting caught off guard. Calm once again being the one caught as well. But for once, Atmo actually misses his ultimate.
And Omniscient needs to hit level 16 before they take these big team fights. Level 16 is the power spike for every champion, right?
Yeah.
We can say that. So...
Oh, actually decides not to cancel that.
No cancel there. But we can see that the gold is starting to be a big difference in this game. Hudis is now 5,000 gold ahead of KFF, and that's a lot of money.
Guys, last game, 42 or 43 minutes. This game, 32 minutes.
And I have a feeling that we're not done in a little while.
Yeah. And right now, it actually looks like it's Huttis taking home this game. If you look at the economy and on Dragons, and they got one Baron. So we might as well see a third game going to 50 minutes. I mean, let's go even longer. Why not? You know?
And the biggest problem for KFF right now is that Ron got fed on Viego, because they built a team that's going to go in for the backline, execute the backline, let the tanks just kite them out.
Oh, that's a perfect pick. Kira caught off guard again. 0-4 this game.
This is not his game.
Oh, they're looking for Asator. Calm, getting in for the side.
TP is
but
coming
there's
in.
no follow-up. There's no follow-up. So Calm is going to get caught off guard. Ido using his ultimate, but Atmo now moving into the enemy team. Not hitting any CC though. And Ido just standing there spraying down Massivinen.
Yeah, Ido and Omniscient, especially... Oh, Ido. That was a brave start.
That was cool.
Luffe, though, on the other side, can you get away from this?
Luffe is really low. Can you jump from this? You cannot. And
oh,
now
no,
Calm is probably dead as well.
This might be the game.
It's just Huttis diff. It's Huttis diff.
Yeah, they're playing it really well right now. KFF is doing way too many mistakes, and Hood is gaming really smart, and they are ready for it.
Okay, Omniscient, you're not allowed to die. You and Ido should be able to wave clear and keep this game alive for a while longer.
Dude, they could easily get dive here. I don't think they really care.
Oh, but that damage is good from Ido. Looking for Atmo, going in a little bit too deep. Look at Omniscient doing work right now. They're trying to recommit, and that ulti from Massivinen is insane. Ido trying to do damage. He's doing damage, but it's not enough. Kira has to reset, but I think the game will go on.
It is. Now with one inhibitor down, it means that KFF is going to get way more money. The problem for them, they can't really stack the gold for too long, because Baron is up, they're at soul point, the dragon comes up in 1 minute and 15 seconds. I have a feeling that this game is going to be ended very soon by Hudis.
Maybe, maybe. They need the perfect fight from the side of KFF. They just need to fight from the side of Huttis. That might actually be a really bad recall. Can they quickly take this Baron? Look at it go. Look at Ido's damage. Atmo will discover it now. 5k, 4k, 3k. They stole Baron, everyone. Calm is still alive. He should be able to get out. He has like a billion dashes. No, okay, he has to ulti. He's probably going to die. Kira going down low. Has to survive. Does that as well. Omniscient. Perfect slow there on run. They steal the Baron.
Yeah, they get Barons with them, and now the Dragon is the target for Hudis Gaming. So they're going to get the soul point. Which one would you rather get?
Baron. They need to defend themselves, and they need to postpone the game. But I don't know if they can get an uncontested Elder here. No, it's just Dragon. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just Dragon, but it's the soul point for him.
It's fine. Yeah, I'll trade that. Open inhib, I'll trade that.
Yeah, let's see. The goal difference is still just 5,000, and there you see the Baron is going to go down to red side. Calm once again has no spells up, can't really get out of it, but what's one of the key players for them to get one of the last team fight a bit.
I mean, if they didn't take Baron there, Huttis would have gotten Baron and Dragon, because they wouldn't be able to contest.
No.
So really well played by KFF, but now they have to use Baron to stall the game even further.
Yeah, and Luffy is just split pushing right now. He got the Baron buff, so why not? Like this, he gets the tower. He sees that everyone from Hottest Gaming is going to go B, so he's also going B. Don't want to be caught, you know, 1 versus 4 situation again.
I mean, the macro that goes into finding that Baron is really respectable.
It sure is, but these players, very smart.
Yeah, poke coming out from Acitor. Tiara and Ron, they need to find some kind of pick, and then Massivinen with the follow-up ultimate. That's what it takes to close this game. Question is, can Huttis do it? They need to go for the ace.
Yeah, that's all they need to do to finish this game. KFF, I don't know what they have to do to get back into this game, because if we look at the AD carries, we have 3 items out on Omniscient. Acitor, on the other hand, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, his full build.
Yeah, almost everyone will be full build very, very soon. So then it's just up to what comp is better and who will execute it perfectly.
I have a feeling that the Hotties is going to take this game. They have been way too dominant the last team fights, taking control of the map, moving as one unit with a front line.
That's not a perfect jump, but it's enough. Damage to Atmo. We actually see Ido doing a lot of damage now. 1 item left, should be the Sonya's Hourglass.
Yeah, it is, but right now KFF is stuck in their own base, and
look at that damage.
Yeah, Hotties is just shoving it in on them right now.
Ido is crazy, has empowered ultimate. I don't think they can siege this. Ido can just stop an entire minion wave with it, like entire lane with his E. It's really disgusting right now.
Yeah, to siege this they would need a Baron or take the inhibitors. They should move bot. There's no tower to defend the inhibitor. Get 2 inhibitors in and then move up to the top one instead. But right now, they're just going to go for the tower.
We see Massivinen actually recalling, coming back into the mid lane now, and the rest of the members will do that as well. Next objectives spawning soon. Don't have timers right now. An inhibitor respawning right now.
So no more extra gold for them, but they're not stuck in their own base from the super minions. Question is, wouldn't you rather have that extra gold and XP coming in with the super minions?
Yeah, because they took the inhibitor before the Baron, so they got free super minions in mid lane. They had Baron minions to defend themselves, so they were just free scaling, just like they wanted. Question is, are they strong enough to fight them now? Because it feels like they have to pull the trigger in Huttis Gaming now.
Yeah, they need to do something. The question is,
will
they do it good or will they just force it? Because if they force it, KFF is going to be so quick to punish them.
Good poke here. Oh, flash coming out here from Tiara. Can they find a fight? That ulti from Ido doesn't look like it's enough. Calm has to flash away. Ron is looking for him, but Omniscient is doing great work. Look at KFF. Ido really, really low, but it's not low enough.
Look at Laffe
running for his life. Look at Laffe. Laffe's in the backline. He can just slow them. They can run them down. If they ace them, they will win the game, guys. 2 members still alive. Acitor and Tiara running for their life. Swedes, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but Laffe is dead. That Q is insane from Acitor.
But they're showing some power right now, KFF. And as we said, the later we get into the game, the more damage they will have. And right now they show that they have a lot of damage at this point. But is it enough?
Oh my god, look at this kill from Acitor.
It's no kill there. There's 3 versus 2. We're missing someone? No, they're 4.
Decent wave clear with
They
Ido.
could finish the game here.
Decent damage from Omniscient. They have a wave, guys. They could go for this. They might steal the win. A lot of damage coming out from Ido. They're looking for the fight. They're going for Acitor. Acitor will fall down, but he will find Calm. Doesn't matter. Tiara is dead. Look at Omniscient going for the turret. Massivinen doing damage to Kire, getting that kill, and it's enough to stay alive.
We have a game on our hands. It's been Hotties Gaming all the way, but now all of a sudden, KFF is coming back into the game with style.
We have Baron respawn, but let's go through the fight first. We see Tiara going in a bit too deep. Look at Ron. Ron sitting on so much damage, chasing down Calm, but cannot get him. And after that, it's just up to Omniscient and Edo to chase down everyone. And they have nothing to put against it. But if Azetor didn't get this Q on Loffe, I think they would have finished the game.
Yeah, not a long CD on that Q, and right now we could see Hotties Gaming. It's gonna go for the Baron.
Oh, that's quick.
That's a lot of damage output coming out.
Oh, that's gone.
It is. So I want to see KFF going here.
Wow.
Stop the soul to go over to Hotties Gaming. Otherwise, the game will be rough
But
for
maybe
them.
they're trading the Elder because KFF already on spawn, doing a lot of damage the same way as Huttis did. They're teleporting. They need to invest something.
It's too late.
They will get it. KFF, Elder versus Baron.
So right now, two teams that are even in the damage. Baron versus Elder Drake. Elder Drake is stronger in the fight.
Both teams, inhibitor in mid lane down. Soul, advantage Huttis, but Elder to KFF and Baron to Huttis. Question is, what is strongest?
We have two Guardian Angels on KFF. We have one stopwatch. No Sonya's out, and if we look over to Hotties Gaming,
Oh no.
it's all on CD.
Yeah, they need to fight with this Elder Drake. I don't know if Edo has empowered ultimate available. Top side right now with teleport. He should be able to push alone for a little bit. He has a great escape to get out. Look at that top wave, everyone. It's coming right now. They need to respond. The only tower in mid lane is an Azir turret.
And it's gonna go down any second now. KFF should take this moment to try to finish the game.
Put this game in KFF, everyone. They are thinking, they are planning.
But they're still afraid of them, which they should be, because if they do one bad engage, the game is over for them. The same thing goes for Hotties Gaming here.
They have Elder. I think they need to flip this, but they're getting poked. Kire, 50% HP. Omniscient damaged. Calm damaged. Lafette, not full mana.
I want to see a B coming out from Kieran. Just use that teleport back in and force a fight on them.
Kire might go for Ron. Pushing down Lafette, using his ghost. They're trying to poke him out. They have Elder, so they could do this. They could force the Nexus. Tiara.
Calm ultimate.
Sidestepping, good ulti from Massive,
Look
but
at the
that ulti
Omniscient.
from Edo. They can just go for the Nexus, and they do! They go to the finals!
Wow, so well played from them. We were hard against Omniscient. Didn't really play so good, but at the same time we said he's playing Seri, he needs to scale into the game, and that's exactly what he did. He won 2 team fights, and now the biggest team fight at the Nexus. Everyone was busy fighting. Omniscient was just hitting the Nexus by himself in all peace.
Yeah, I'm almost disappointed we don't get to see a game 3 between these two teams, but big congratulations to KTHFF going to finals where they will face off against Tampere University. And we thank Huttis Gaming for their performance here live in Jönköping, but they have to settle for a 3rd/4th place here in the playoffs of Nexus Collegiate Season 1.
The games were just so close. All of the games today, even though we've seen 2-0 in both of them, it's been, you don't really know who's gonna win until those last 5 seconds of the game.
And we see exactly what this means for the Swedish team. We saw Sweden versus Finland in both semifinals, and we will see Sweden versus Finland in the finals. KTHFF versus Tampere University, Sweden versus Finland. They're both fighting for the national pride of their university. Stockholm versus Tampere.
And it's just fun to see how they execute the plan with this team comp that they have. Frontline that you've been playing for 9 years. Now we don't need that. We just need to take in more damage and everything is fine. The scaling was the key to the victory here for them. And as you said before, it's so good that they didn't push too early.
Yeah, if they would have finished the game when they had the opportunity in mid lane, they would have won. But by doing that and then giving away a Baron, that was enough resources for KTHFF to get back on their feet, finding their way, finding their rhythm to finish this game off. And in the end, they're just choking them down in their own base, finishing off the Nexus in the most fashionable way.
Yeah. It was just such a back and forward, but we're gonna throw it over to Tenshi instead, and he's gonna take it through it.
All right, guys, I'm here on the stage together with Ido, the mid laner from KTH Frittfall. What a series, back and forth. First game was incredibly long. You guys looked really drained after that one, and the second one, not gonna lie, it looked like you guys were kind of on the back foot for the longest time in that game, but what was it that brought you back in? What were you leaning into?
I think our team is pretty good at playing from behind, so we have like this resilience. But I think it's probably the mental. I think because we always try to win even when we're behind, and also we know that ASOL is really strong late game. So yeah.
All right, because I think I said it to you, I said it to some of the other guys, like I'm a Sol enjoyer, and for me that feels like that is a really solid late game win condition, because your composition, I mean, you guys were struggling quite a bit. Viego was getting really big, Azitor on that Varus, he was also incredibly big. Did you feel here in this second game that, like, what was the point where you felt like, okay, we actually have a good chance now to fight back?
I think we had a few we had a few like moments in the mid game where we felt like we could fight, like probably at like 15 and 20 minutes as well. But I think we got picked, so we had like delay, like the time we could fight, and then eventually like it was just that Elder Drake we felt like we could fight. So it was like postponed too many times, I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'll hold on to it. Well, thank you very much. Last question here, and this is from me to you. How many stacks did you have at the end?
I had 700 stacks.
Yeah, there you go. All right, congratulations to KTH Frittfall. They are going to go off and face off against the guys in Tampere University in the grand finals. It's going to be a best of 5 coming up a little bit later, guys. I'm going to be throwing it back over to the desk before we go over to that break.
And just like KTHFF stole the show, we saw Ido stealing the microphone from Tenshi. And I know he loves his microphone, so well done to Ido stealing that one.
Yeah, well, he couldn't steal the Baron, so he stole the microphone. But we have some graphic that we're going to go through.
Yeah.
And there we have it. This is the bracket. So now we watched semi 1 and 2. Both went 2-0. First game to the Finnish team, Tampere University, and the second one to KTHFF from Sweden.
And as a viewer, when you're watching this, you're probably thinking 2-0, both of these teams stomped. No, they did not.
No.
This was close games in between all of these 4 teams. But 2 of the teams just had the possibility to close the game out and had the slider edge on the enemy team. So the 2 teams going to the finals, like we said several times now, Tampere University coming from Tampere University in Finland, and KTHFF coming from Kungliga Tekniska Högskolan Royal Institute of Technology.
It sure is, and it's a final. I expect us to go to 4-5 games, and what are they gonna fight them for?
Yeah, they're fighting for money, everyone. We have a prize pool containing 5,000 euros, divided in first place 2,500 euros, second place 1,500 euros, and sharing the 500 euros each is third and fourth place.
So everyone walks home with a little bit of money, some more honor than the other ones. That's the most important. You want to come here, win it. Sure, money is cool and everything, but the honor of actually winning a tournament is big.
And also 5 people joining together, coming here, playing together on stage in front of live people and also in front of all you people at home. That's amazing.
All right, I think that's everything from us right now, and we're going to take a little break. Sleeper, have anything you want to say first?
When we get back, it's time for the grand final of Nexus Collegiate Season 1. You do not want to miss that, but a little break, and then we're back to you.
Thank you.